Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a trade recap I took on SPX options. I took credit spreads, made $825 in less than an hour of trading. So we can go ahead, dive right in, show you all my entries, exits, and everything I did to make this trade work. So typically when I come into the market, I'll be looking at the SPY chart. Even though I'm trading SPX or I'll be trading ES futures, I do like to look at the SPY chart because just the way it works and the way I use my trading, it makes the most sense to look at SPY. So coming into the day, this was the day today. We opened right around 401. Yesterday's price action before that was a little bit choppy. It was a very bearish day. No move to the upside, no bullish signs. And coming into today, we actually have a small gap up to start the day. So my plan this morning initially was I had these two levels marked here. I had this 401.66 and I had this 404 level here, as well as this blue zone here. Now, this blue zone was basically just a pivot zone I had. We also had a small gap up, which caused this demand zone here to form. So I was a little bit bullish to start the day as long as price stayed above this demand. Now these two levels I got based off market profile. So I can go in on another video in more detail about how I use market profile, but essentially this was the value area low of the previous day session. This was the value area high of the previous day session as well. And so my thesis coming into the day was that if price is able to stay above this 401.66 level, we could see a move up to this 404 level. So that was my plan coming into the day. Now, if I zoom in on the 1 minute chart here, what we can see is that price opened here, and for the first half hour or so, we chopped up and down a little bit, right? We gapped up, had a little bit choppy, up and down. We did get above this 401.66 level, but I was not convinced yet that we had fully accepted above this level, right? One reason for that is because we actually broke above the pre-market high on ES. So if we look at ES here, get rid of this level. This is the pre-market high. This is the same type of price action on SPY right at the open. And we see we dip right above this pre-market high and then immediately reverse. So when I saw that, I figured this is just a stop hunt. This is not a real move. I don't want to be in any long positions yet. Let me go back to SPY right here. So now as price comes in, I see that I'm not in any longs yet, right? I don't want to be in a long position. I see the stop hunt right here. And now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to wait a little bit. I want to make sure that price actually confirms that we're going to be accepting above this 401.66 level. And then I can finally look for longs targeting this 404 level. So after we see this, price comes back down. Now I'm thinking, okay, we're back below this 401 level. I don't even want to touch it. And then what happens is we get a stop hunt. So we have this low here. We have this low here. We have equal lows. And then price comes down right at 10.09, we break this low and we stop hunt, right? We take out all the stops. There's a lot of people who are in long positions and futures and options, whatever it is, and price comes down here. Market makers manipulate the price, right? We bring it down. We take out all the stops under here. They get long, and then we get a huge push up here. After I see this, and I see that we're able to get above this high that was formed here, now I know buyers are stronger than sellers, right? The buyers were able to outbid the sellers. Price got above this level. We're also above this 401.66. We held this demand zone. With all that being said, I got in right around here, right as we got above this level here. Now, I got in SPX credit spreads. Now, that's an entire video I can do in the future as well. But essentially how they work is you take advantage of options decay. So this is a screenshot of my actual broker that I use to trade with, Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade. I deleted or I canceled out all of the other previous orders I had, but this was on the 31st, all the orders here. So you can see I got filled at 3:14 p.m. Now I am in Europe, so that's why it says 3:14 instead of 10:14. I did get filled on 10 different contracts. I sold the 4015 by 410 strikes on SPX. So if we go down here, we go there, 4015, let's see, it's right down here, and the 4010 is right here. So you can see that I eventually got these strikes here. And basically what that means with credit spreads is as long as price stays above these two levels, I'm going to make the full profit. So you can see now that I entered right at 3:14 p.m. Now that would be 10:14 on here, which is right here. So right here as we were coming up, we were about to break this high. I entered right there. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an arrow there, just so you guys know I got in right there. Now the plan on SPY was to see a move all the way up to this level here, right? That was the initial plan, was it going to move from value area low up to value area high. Now, the way that my trading works is I am able to set up automations. So that means I can get in, set my stop loss, set my target, and then walk away from the charts, right? So the first 45 minutes of market open, I was trading, I was actually looking at the charts. I got in about 44 minutes since market open. And then what I did was I set my stop, I set my targets, and I walked away from the charts. So I put my stop down here, right? Because if price broke down below demand, then my thesis would be voided and I would not want to be in a long position anymore. So what happened is we can go here. I got out half my position at 45 cents right at 4 o'clock, which would have been 11 o'clock on here, which if we look, 11 is right here. So if I go in on the 1 minute, draw this out, 11 o'clock was right here on this spike up here. We hit this 403.32 level. That was when I got exited on half my position there. And then I ended up getting out the rest right around, I believe it was this high here, as we pushed up towards my value area high level. Now, obviously, guys, you can see price ended up skyrocketing all the way up even further. However, I followed my plan. I got in when I should have, and I got out at my target. I'm very happy with the way I traded. Trading is not about catching the entire move. It's only about catching a piece of the pie, and you can walk away with consistent profits every day. That's exactly what happened. You can see I didn't catch the very low. I didn't catch the very top, but I did catch the middle of the move. And I did use credit spreads because I knew that today would be choppy, since the next day the Fed would be speaking. And so typically there's some pretty choppy action before that happens because there's news being anticipated. So because of that, I went with credit spreads. Again, credit spreads, you're taking advantage of time decay. So all this chop here actually helped me into my advantage. All those options started decaying and ended up making a good profit of around $825. So with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this trade recap. Again, I tried to make it as simple as possible. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, if this made sense, and I'll see you guys in the next video.